Bombshell report as Ken Roczen has Suzuki backed into a corner. Hey everybody, Walty, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's bar-banging topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It is very important to stay close to the channel in these crazy moto times. I can barely stay into my seat. Hold on to your hats and glasses. We got another barn burner. And at the time of this video, as I'm reporting, I don't believe anybody's talking about this yet. But Ken Roczen back up to his old tricks, leaking more footage, riding the Suzuki. That deal, in my opinion, is probably done. That deal is probably done. But here is the shocker. We're going to take a look at some photographic evidence today. We're going to go do some analysis, some forensics, some moto forensics today for us. Whew, insanity, this stuff. I can't wait to blow the lid off. And not only this story, many stories. This will be a historic season in so many ways. In so many ways. Mark my words. Buckle up and strap in. So glad I created this channel just in time to do it. But the realities are this, friends. This is what I see is going on. Now, again, this is guesswork, but I believe fairly educated guesswork as we're forward-thinking, critical thinking, centered and surrounded with like-minded moto people, reading between the lines and looking between the cracks. And I see some pretty big cracks appearing. So here's the deal. If you're Suzuki, you're fledgling, you're on the verge of bankruptcy, they're about to shut down their whole moto program on the this year, it would have happened. If this is probably their best opportunity to see if they can save their brand. They're going all in, it appears. Borrowing money, finding a new title, doing whatever they can to get Kenny Roczen to ride that bike. And I'm sure at corporate Suzuki, they're like, yeah, Ken Roczen, we need to borrow, they're talking about Ken Roczen in the past, he delivered a championship while he was riding the Suzuki. This is our opportunity to do what a corporate Wall Street, blah, blah, blah. It's all BS, right? We all know that's all moto politics. They don't care. They don't care about us. They want to make money and keep any cool people out of the sport, be corporate, rigid industry. It's baloney, and that's why they're flailing right now. They're floundering, views down. Anyway, separate video. They're flailing right now in the sport. But this is what I'm seeing right now over at Hep Suzuki, Twisted Tea, Kenny Roczen Suzuki. This is what I believe you're going to see happen, friends. Buckle up and strap in. Roll the photographic evidence, the forensics in a second. I believe what you're seeing is basically that deal is done. But here's the interesting thing. If you take a look really close, you'll notice that Kenny's bike doesn't have Twisted Tea on it. It has Progressive insurance. They're going to need a Progressive insurance to pay the price tag to get Kenny Roczen. And because Kenny Roczen is married in bed with Red Bull, I don't think Red Bull wants another drink, even if it's a different type of drink. Another drink. In fact, it's a conflict of interest. It's like when I worked in the clothing industry, and I'd go after like Moto Triple X. I worked for a clothing industry. We were the official clothing brand, the Moto Triple X. Well, I couldn't have some other No Fear or SMP or some other clothing brand be attached to the team. We were the official clothing brand sponsor. So if you're the drink sponsor, Red Bull, to Kenny Roczen, you don't want Twisted Tea anywhere near the guy. So right now, his contract is as big as a phone book. They have lawyers and everybody going through it. So corporate. And I believe what you're going to see is Kenny Roczen. He's going to be with Hep. That's going to be insane. It's going to be with Hep. And I don't think you're going to see Twisted Tea on his bike, but you'll see Twisted Tea on the other riders' bikes. That's what's going to happen. Kenny's going to be on Kenny Roczen Island under the Hep Suzuki tent with Progressive as his title sponsor, rocking his Red Bull helmet. In fact, let's go ahead and roll some footage so we can see what's going on right there. Then we'll meet back here, wrap it up. Let's get started. All right, here's a recent post of Hep Suzuki with one of their Twisted Tea bikes for one of the other riders. And then here we go. Here's a recent picture of Kenny Boy with Progressive insurance on his bike. let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, Moto friends, welcome back. So what did you think about that? What are your thoughts? Am I crazy? Walty, you're just spinning stuff again to try to, whatever, create hype. Maybe. I mean, that's what we do here. But the realities are I've worked in the industry a long time. And I know this is more politics, economics, and moto all wrapped up into one. I believe, like I said before, you're going to see Kenny Boy riding a Suzuki. I believe that deal's probably done, but you won't see Twisted T on his bike. But I believe the other riders on that team are going to see Twisted T on their bike, but not Kenny Boy's. And Kenny Boy, you're kind of dirtbagging it now because you're going to go ahead and tent with other riders that are not even near your caliber. And you see, we're a product of our environment, Kenny. You need to surround yourself with winners. And not to say those guys aren't winners in their own right. I love every rider over there. I love every rider who lines up for a gate drop in professional supercross or motocross. My hat's off to, I've worked with so many privateers that aren't even near the caliber of riders that Twisted T has outside of Kenny. I get it. But if you're Kenny Boy Roczen, what I saw here, money grab, potential money grab, unless he actually loves the bike. I don't think he loves the bike. In fact, he might be negotiating right now that he's not going to even line that thing up at A1. We'll have to wait and see. He might need more time to test it. He's probably going to say something like this in his presser. Yeah, I really liked the Suzuki back when I rode it into another championship previously. I want to really have fun this year, and I figured that I saw this as an opportunity to have fun. I wasn't having fun at my last team. This team, I think I can have a lot of fun and have the freedom to do it. It's going to be some BS like that. Really what he needs to say, money grab. They wrote me a fat paycheck and got Progressive to do it. That's probably the more of the reality. The truth is usually somewhere in the middle. Not to say that Kenny Boy doesn't like the idea of not having the pressure of corporate, rigid factory Honda to tell him what to do as they usher in new talent and he gets ushered out. Maybe. But the realities are he's going to not have the same program as the rest of the riders under that tent. I can almost guarantee it. Buckle up and strap in as we continue to examine it, blow the lid off it when necessary. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I would humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media link and message me there. And if you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to dig the next video coming in. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars today. I'll see you on the next video.